Okay, now we're going to move on to our assignments overview. Just going to give you a real brief taste of the kinds of things you're going to do in this class for your introduction to library science. Okay, so back in our class, get back in the student view for me. Remember our left menu bar. This is your table of contents. This is taking you through everything in our class. The assignments is where I wanted you to start, part of where we wanted you to start. And we're going to be going through all of the pieces that are here. The first thing you have to do is I completed the course introduction. I want to know that after you have completed the course introduction that you actually did it. So you're going to put a comment in the comment box. And of course, I want your phone number and not X's like you see down here in this sample. You can submit a home or a cell, whichever is the best way to reach you. As a reminder, what is the course introduction? This is where you have forwarded your email or you've added it to your smartphone where it has multiple email accounts. You have introduced yourself on the discussion board and you've watched the first video, which I overviewed Blackboard for you, and you're watching our current video right now. So when you have done that, back in the assignments, you're going to click this button up here. See how it's kind of a hyperlink when you move over it? When you click it, you're opening up the gradebook or the assignment drop box. And this is where it's reminding you, what is this assignment? And it's not worth any points. This is just confirmation for me. And you can add a comment down here. And I said that I wanted you can copy this part, just like you might on a Microsoft Word. Paste it down here, put your real phone number there, and then you can go ahead and submit that to me. Now I'm going to cancel because I don't want to submit that. Okay, the next assignment is going to be, excuse my puppy, that was Bella. Okay, the second assignment you're going to have is a graduate seminar overview, an info session. And this is run by the department chair, Dr. Weimer, and the rest of the faculty that's housed in Huntsville. You will receive an email from them that will invite you to a live webinar. If you can't attend it live, then they record it so that you can watch it at a later date. And this overview is giving you a view of what the entire library science program is like that you have just started. And once that's over, you will have a little quiz about it. It's not a tough quiz. Don't panic and don't stress out. It's the only quiz you'll have in this entire class. So that's kind of a good news for you. The next assignment that we do is called listserv participation. And listserv is just the word that describes online groups that connect, usually through like an email platform. And so in this case, we are going to participate in several. There's going to be 3 of them. You're going to join the one for Sam Houston called LibSci, and these are the directions to do that. Then you're going to join TLC, which is our state version of it. And you're going to join LMNet, which is an international listserv. Once you've joined them, then you're going to get busy participating in them. Now I'm going to ask you for a while just to lurk, just kind of follow along and see the kind of things that they talk about. You'll be surprised that even if you're a classroom teacher at this point, you still will have a lot to contribute to the conversation. So you're going to participate, and then you're going to need to show that you participated. Many of you will be familiar with the idea of doing a screenshot or a copy and paste, and this will be a way for you to document that you got involved in a conversation. So where you respond to one of the emails, more than likely you're going to respond to the one person and not to the state and not to the international group, but respond to the one person who wrote an email inside there. And then when it's time, you're going to prepare to turn your work in. You're going to gather it all together. And we do have some examples here for you so that you can see what does that look like. And you're going to turn it into a PDF so that you can put it into your live binder, which you briefly saw me introduce on the first video. And again, we have some examples here for you so that you can go and see what does that look like. And on the bottom of each of your assignments, you're going to have a grading rubric so you can see how you can earn the points for that assignment. Okay, so after we do our list serves, where we get involved with connecting with people, then we're going to join our state and our national library associations. Now you're very fortunate because they have a joint membership for students, and the price is only $38 combined, which is awesome. Great, great news. So just like your listservs, you're going to join, and then you're going to find a way to participate. And there are several options for you. It could be that you find a conference you can go to. You might be reading their professional publications. You might get on their website and start digging into all the different resources that they have there. And when you're done, you're going to be able to document your activity. And then you're going to prepare to turn it in. And again, this is going to go into that live binder where we have the examples for you to show you what that looks like. But each time when you do that on your listserv and on your this one, their professional memberships, you have to let me know that your live binder is ready. So up at the top, you can see it's like a hyperlink. We click it, little summary of the assignment, go down to the bottom where the comments are, and you can put my live binder is ready. And then you need to copy and paste the URL address for your live binder. I'm just making up a pretend one. And then you're going to have to tell me what your access code is. My access code is, and maybe you'll use portfolio key, which is what we've used in all of our samples. So once your live binder is ready for your list serve and for your professional organizations, you have to let me know. My live binder is ready. Give me the link to it and give me the passcode, the access code to be able to get inside there. I would really encourage you to test this out with your classmates and the student-to-student discussion board because I would say probably 7 times out of 10 I get links that don't work because people haven't learned how to share the link, making it public for the rest of us, not the rest of us, for your professors to have access to. All right, so after those two, then we're going into higher order thinking graphic organizers. And for this, we're going to be learning about a phrase called mind tools. You might not have heard that before, but you might have heard of drill and kill, how teachers and schools will misuse computers just doing drills and drills and drills over and over and over with the kids. But this is showing us the idea of how to use computers as a mind tool. So you're going to read a couple of articles about this, and then you're going to use your computer. Here's where you're building your background. And you're going to use your computer to demonstrate what you learned. You're going to use a Word document, and you're going to use Smart Art or the Shapes tools, whichever one you like the best. And you're going to do 3 different graphic organizers to show me what was the main thing that you learned. Now, there's no right or wrong answer here because I'm looking for what you learned. And you're going to build it out, lay it out with a graphic organizer from Microsoft Word. Once you're done, you're going to have a 4th page, and this is going to be where you're going to tell me the programs that you have on your computer already that you could start using as a mind tool, or that your kids could start using at school as a mind tool. And then at the very end, I want you to add your own definition of what a mind tool is. Let me know that you've understood this concept and you get the idea of it now. So you've got it all ready. You're going to put it in your Microsoft Word. And when you're ready to go, at the top, you're going to click that hyperlink to open up the My Gradebook, your assignment Dropbox. Go all the way down to the bottom. And here's where you can attach a file. So you're going to browse your computer, just like if you were attaching something to an email. Go ahead and grab whatever it is that you want to attach, and you'll see it showing up there. And if you want to add a comment for me, you can. But in this case, you don't have to because I'm going to be opening up your attachment. And when you're done, you can click Submit. Now notice it does say Save Draft. Maybe you're not quite ready yet to turn it in. but you can. You can save it if you want to do that. Now, this will also let you add some more because there will be some assignments where you want more than just one thing. So you can browse your computer again. You can find a second thing. And now I've got two things added on there. So that is not a problem at all. So just be aware of that. Don't forget to do the submit button. Very important. All right. So after our higher order, we're going to move into learning about who are the leaders in school. Whoops, sorry, I accidentally have my teacher view open there. Let me switch back to this other tab. Who are the leaders in school librarianship? If you're a future librarian, we need to find out who are your role models? Who are you going to learn from? So in here, you're going to be creating a podcast about one leader. Your podcast is going to be 1 to 3 minutes long, and you're going to have to end up with a URL, a www, that you're going to be able to share with our class because your classmates are going to listen and they're going to leave feedback for you. Now, you probably don't know a bunch of library leaders yet, so I have here a list of different leaders. Maybe you want to study one of your professors, or maybe there's somebody out there you've heard about that's not on this list. Now notice too, I have two sections down here. So when you click this link, it's going to open us up another window, which is one of my Google spreadsheets, and you can just add your name. So if I wanted to do Dodge, I could add my name right there. No problem at all. Oops, but I should have looked down here. I'm on section 03. If that's not the section for me, I should erase it, go over to section 2, and then I can add my name there for Bernie Dodge. Okay, so that's the leaders in school librarianship. So you're going to have the podcast where you're going to be giving a breakdown of this information that's all outlined for you. And then you can look again at your grading rubric to know the kinds of things, how you're going to get those points. Now that URL, actually, let me go back to that. You're going to do two things with it. You have to post it on the discussion board called podcast URL so your classmates can access it. But you also have to put it in the grade book for me. I need to be able to know you finished it. So whenever you come to the top, you can come down to the comments and you can paste in your www.url for your podcast.com, whatever yours is, to let me know yours is ready to go. Now your classmates are waiting for you to come to the discussion board and go all the way down to where it says podcast URL feedback. And you're going to create a thread. So in my case, I did Bernie Dodge. And it was my, oops, let me come down here. My www.urlpodcast.com. And I can go ahead and submit that for my classmates. They're going to be able to see that now, which is wonderful. So the following week after that, it's going to be your job to start listening to other people's podcasts. Okay. Now these people can often show up. The people that we're making podcasts about might show up on your certification exam. So it's to your benefit to really pay attention and to learn about these people. We've got here that you're going to go back and find out who was in your geographic area, and you're going to listen to their podcast and respond to their podcast. And you're also going to, if you happen to have a very small area, if you will look in on some of the other ones, and you can add some comments to kind of build up so that you've got at least 5 on there. That's going to help us out a lot. Okay, that's going to be the end of part 1 for the assignments, and then I'm going to be ready to go on to part 2. We've got a lot of assignments to get us through this semester.